Download this completely free audio to reassure your pet and free it from anxiety. Download the complete collection, which you will easily get the link below in the description of this video. We only have a few copies available. Download your copy now below in the description of this video. Subscribe to our channel to learn more about health, diet and nutrition in the care of your pet. Subscribe and activate the notification campaign to receive much more valuable content. Subscribe now. I have a puppy that eats a lot, but I'm worried it's not fattening. What can be happening to you? Dogs such as greyhounds are slender, so it is really difficult to see them overweight. But if our dog is not of this type of breed, the fact that he eats but does not get fat is a cause for concern. It may simply be due to a mismatch between the amount of energy you get from food and the amount you spend. But, other times, eating and not getting fat is a sign of serious illness that can seriously damage your health. Let's see in detail what the main ones are. Dog feeding. If we observe that our dog eats but doesn't get fat, the first thing we should look at is its food. A freshly weaned puppy cannot eat the same food as a sedentary adult or elderly dog. Therefore, a dog will not eat the same food throughout its life. Each stage is characterized by different nutritional needs. That's why you have to adapt your diet to the moment. Vitality of our dog. If we choose to offer you industrial food such as feed, wet food cans or dehydrated menu, we will find a wide variety for sale. If we have doubts about which one to choose, we should consult our vet. In addition, we should always start by offering you the amount indicated by the manufacturer. Recommended amount of food for a dog. Depending on whether the dog gets fat or thin, we can modify the ration. If we choose to give you home-cooked food, it is imperative that we contact a veterinarian specializing in nutrition to ensure that the menu is correct. The physical activity of the dog. By choosing a quality food adapted to the quantity the dog needs to cover its needs, it should not have weight problems. If these occur, it is time to look at the activity of the dog. With the current pace of life, most often we find overweight dogs or directly, obesity, a result of excessive sedentarism. But the opposite could be the case. If your dog gets too much exercise, he may not get the right amount of food for his age and weight. They are dogs that participate in hunting days or in competitions such as agility. If this is our case, we must rethink the menu and not just increase the quantity. Some dog food brands manufacture special products for energy-intensive animals. Intestinal parasites, causing thinness. First of all, we highlight intestinal parasites as one of the reasons why a dog can have a hard time getting fat even when eating normally. This type of worm feeds on the dog, hence the decline in its physical condition. This problem is more common in puppies or adults weakened by some other cause. All about intestinal parasites in dogs. We can see that they are thin and have a swollen abdomen. Vomiting and diarrhea or decomposition may also occur. The most severe infestations cause anemia. To avoid this problem, it is essential to deworm the dog regularly, as the vet tells us. When food doesn't reach the stomach. The esophagus is the tube that carries the food bolus that the dog swallows to its stomach. In the trastone known as the megasophagus, this tube enlarges and, instead of transporting food, accumulates it. The dog eats, in fact it goes to the trough normally. But in reality, although it may go unnoticed, it regurgitates and ingests again what it has expelled. Puppies can suffer from congenital megasophagus. These little ones will look malnourished and rickety. It is essential to go to the vet. In some cases, surgery can be performed. When the food feels bad. Sometimes dogs eat normally but lose weight because some cause is irritating the stomach. This is what happens in chronic gastritis. Dogs may show vomiting as a symptom. But, since they occur sporadically, they can go unnoticed. This gastritis is caused by food allergies, continuous ingestion of irritating products such as grass or paper, hairballs, foreign bodies, etc. So, even if we don't notice any symptoms, if we notice that the dog loses weight, we should take it to the vet. Stomach is damaged, another likely cause. A gastroduodenal ulcer causes an injury to the digestive tract. It causes sporadic vomiting which, because of its frequency, may seem unimportant to us, unless it contains blood. The dog will eat, but he'll get thinner and anemic. Many times ulcers occur in dogs that are taking steroids. More common than ulcers are so-called inflammatory bowel diseases. In these cases the dog eats, but loses weight and has other symptoms such as chronic diarrhea, anemia and malnutrition. Malabsorption occurs, so that even if the dog eats, even with voracity, it does not manage to absorb all the nutrients it needs or is unable to digest the food. In any case, it is necessary to go to the vet and feed it a specific diet. Other common illnesses. Sick. Not only digestive disorders can be behind a dog eating, even more than normal, but it does not get fat. Different systemic diseases can affect the whole body and weight loss is one of their symptoms. We have to go to the vet. We highlight the following. Exocrine pancreatic insufficiency. The pancreas helps digestion. If it does not work properly, the nutrients the dog ingests with the food cannot be absorbed. There are different causes. It's normal for a dog to eat voraciously, even though it's thinner. You will also have diarrhea. It is usually treated with diet and supplements. Diabetes. In this condition there is insufficient insulin production. Since its function is to get glucose into the cells, without it it builds up in the blood. It's the hyperglycemia. The dog's appetite is increased at the onset of the disease, but he loses weight. He also drinks and urinates more. It is treated with diet and insulin injection. Dilated cardiomyopathy. This is a disease that causes the heart to dilate, affecting its functioning. The dog loses weight quickly, is tired and coughs. The treatment tries to keep the heart working and control the symptoms. Filariasis. This disease is caused by worms that lodge in the heart. It's transmitted by a mosquito. The clinical signs depend on the severity of the infestation. The dog gets tired, coughs, loses weight and breathes hard. The treatment is very delicate, it is guided according to each case. Efforts are focused on preventing contagion by repelling the mosquito. Kidney failure. This is due to chronic kidney failure. Sick dogs drink and urinate more, their coat looks bad, they may vomit and in some cases stop eating. It is treated with diet and the appropriate drugs according to the symptoms that occur. Cancer. The occurrence of cancer is more common in older dogs. Many are tumors that are noticeable as lumps. But, when they develop inside the body, the symptoms are nonspecific, such as thinning, vomiting, diarrhea, or constipation. It is recommended to go for annual veterinary checkups to detect them early. To continue learning more about this and other varied topics, we recommend you to subscribe to our information channel. Until a new howl.